Mr. Agnello here. I'm out on the varsity baseball field over at Farrell. Got a lot going on today. It's April 18th, I think. It's a Tuesday. I'm out here with my senior class, and we got quite a bit going. All right. Let's take a tour here, and I'll tell you what's going on. So we got a student on the mower. First mowing of the season. At this point, you know, are we really cutting a whole lot? But probably not. But what's important in the spring is you want to cut your grass nice and short. So I'm cutting right now at 3 inches. I probably could have cut a little bit shorter, but the shorter your grass is, you know, you do a couple things. One, you cut off all the dead tissue that died over the winter time. I know on the other side of the field we have a lot of dead grass. When we overseeded the first time, the overseeder brought up a lot of thatch and a lot of dead tissue. So, you know, we want to get that dead tissue out of the way. Another thing we want to do is, the shorter we cut the grass, then that allows the sun to penetrate the ground. So right now it's pretty cool at night, so soil temperatures are not ideal for growing grass, but we're getting there. So we cut the grass nice and short. The sun's rays get down to the soil and helps warm the soil up, so that way we can start growing a little bit earlier. We got these fields fertilized. The next thing I'm looking to do is an aeration. Try to relieve some compaction. So I got a couple students mowing. Over here with the tractor, I have a student doing some overseeding. We have a 4-foot 3-point hitch overseeder. We're seeding at 11 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So I'm putting down, I have seed from the fall that I was supposed to put down. I just didn't get to it. So that was supposed to be at 5 pounds per 1,000. And then I was gonna seed at 6 pounds per 1,000 here in the spring. So, you know, I had grass seed from the fall still in storage, so I'm putting both down at once. So 11 pounds per 1,000 square feet. This is our second pass of overseeding. So you can see the lines in the ground here. The overseeder cuts grooves into the soil, drops the grass seed in to get seed to soil contact. When you overseed, you want to do it in 2 directions. So last week, over vacation, I overseeded the entire field going in this direction. Our second application of seed, we're going 90 degrees to that. So that way we get good seed to soil contact and even seed distribution. I know the bucket's not supposed to be up on the tractor that high, but just makes it a little easier to get around the fence. So we're overseeding. We're getting some rain this week. So, and with the dew from the mornings, I'm hoping that's enough moisture to get this grass seed going. I'm just head and shoulders above where I've been in the past this year. So we're already on top of it. We got a light athletic schedule this week and next week. So I'm hoping to do some fine tuning on our baseball field here. So the varsity baseball team, they actually did a lot to get this field ready to go this year. Had a lot of rain. It was wicked wet. You know, a week and a half ago, this field was just complete muck. What?
Like what way?
Doesn't matter. So a week and a half ago, this was just complete muck. This whole side was just a swamp. We had puddles everywhere. Same thing on this side. We had maybe 40 holes dug to try to get that water to drain down to the sand. So last week we had great weather. We had a couple people come out here, and I know the baseball coach, he worked hard to get the water off the field and to get this field graded and raked. So we're just doing some fine tuning. I got a student on our field groomer here, Toro Sand Pro. The attachment on the back is a grater box. Now I recently got a big appreciation for this grater box. I haven't really used it in the past up until now. Last week I used that thing a lot. It's got some teeth on the bottom, so you go through with the teeth, you know, very shallow. You go over the field a couple times, that'll break up the clay surface. Then you can fold those teeth up and use the grater box to make everything nice and smooth. It worked out so well on the softball field. So that's what's going on with the groomer. So we're gonna hit this field one more time with the teeth. We're gonna fold those up, and then we're gonna start dragging around. Start dragging around the dirt to try to make it level. I mean, it's 95% of the way there. We're just gonna do some fine tuning. I have another student overseeding here with our walk behind overseeder. We are doing the infield of the baseball field with that small overseeder. It's less invasive than using the tractor, especially in this small area. It just makes it easier because we have so that way I can, you know, keep more kids working. Get out of the way. Come on, get out of the way. So I got a student overseeding with our walk behind overseeder. We got the blades kind of deep, which I don't think is a bad thing, but we're pulling up a lot of this grass here. I don't know if you can see it, all those grass clumps on the surface, all that dark brown. So that's thatch, that's dead tissue. So, you know, it's good that we're getting this up off the ground now. Thatch can be a pretty big issue in the turf industry. We don't really have a thatch problem. Kind of been keeping up with it the last couple years. But when we overseed with both the big overseeder and the small overseeder, it does bring up that thatch. The thatch layer sits on top of the soil. So, you know, that has some negative effects. You know, keeping moisture from getting into the soil profile. Also blocking nutrients from getting down to that soil profile. So you do need to get rid of that thatch. Again, that's not our main purpose here. We just want to get this seed in the ground, but it's not a bad thing that all this thatch is coming up. Once we're going to do the same thing with the small overseeder as the big overseeder. This is our first pass. Once we're done with the first pass, we're going to rake all this grass out of the way, and then we're going to seed with our second pass. So we're going to seed this way, then we're going to seed perpendicular to that. So that's what's going on here. You know, nothing makes me happier than getting a whole bunch of work done. You know, coming out here with a lot of our equipment. I don't know, this is what I like to see. This is why I'm in this business, you know. So I guess that's it for this video. Spring maintenance, doing some mowing, overseeding, fine-tuning our baseball field, dirt, and we're getting it done. Agnello, out.